To all of the 2 people that asked me for a part 2 of my old art tour, this one's for you. Hello again, I'm back! Where'd I go? To go get milk at the store. Saw a lot of dads there for some reason. But I'm here for another old art tour of my old cringy art, because I love inflicting psychic damage onto myself. And we got some real winners in the lineup today. Just like the first one of these I made, this part will focus on only pictures of my old main Sonic OC Lemon Square. If you haven't seen my video where I talk about her and redesign her, I'll put a card here so you can check it out, because she was what we call a unique character. If I do a part 3 to this though, we'll definitely dive into some new faces, or well, some new old faces, because trust me, I have so much old art. I have like 50 pages of uncharted DeviantArt storage. It's a party in there. Now that I've rambled about garbage for long enough, let's get into the first work of art. We're starting off really strong here. We came in so hot, we crashed the damn car. So if you watched part 1, this picture is from the whole I told you I was coming back series. And if you didn't watch part 1, all you have to know is, oh, Lemon Square's boyfriend was so mad she dumped him that now she's his sworn enemy, oh, drama. Yeah, it was a real literary masterpiece. I wrote a whole multi-part fanfiction for it and everything. This was drawn in January 2010, and it looks like it was drawn in 2010. I'm like obsessed with how she's lying. Who gets stabbed multiple times and lies down perfectly with each arm facing a different cardinal direction. Also, love how none of these giant gashes are actually bleeding, and how her ears are 2 different sizes, and the fact her body's just a rectangle, and how it looks like I had way too much caffeine before doing the line art because girl, it is so shaky. Like, I know she's not dead because I drew this, but also if I saw this for the first time, I would literally think this is a picture of Roadkill. Great start! I'm going to get this off the screen now. Sorry for the immediate jump scare. Ow! Oh, the cringe gets worse, I see. So this was drawn May 24th, 2010, and there's a lot going on here. Not sure what I should tackle first. The fact that her body was smudged into the background. The fact the top left corner says, quote, Angela-chan. The fact that the bottom right corner is a bunch of hiragana, or the vortex directly behind her. I'm really spoiled for choice here. So in Lemon's old story, she had an older sister named Angela, but Angela died before she was born, and like it served no purpose because I don't think I mentioned Angela ever again. So I'm really not sure why Lemon's crying over her in this picture. She literally never came up again. And also, now that I'm looking at it, Lemon is holding a necklace in her hand, but that's literally her own necklace. It wasn't Angela's or anything. So this implies that she took off her own necklace to hold it and cry. Alright, Queen, whatever you gotta do to cope. You'll notice it says, quote, Dear You at the top. Dear You is a song from Higurashi When They Cry. At least I think it is. I'm not fact-checking that, so Higurashi fans, feel free to throw stones at me if I'm wrong. But essentially, I was listening to that song and drew this, and the hiragana at the bottom is... I don't know what that's supposed to say. It could be the text at the top, for some reason, or it could be a lyric of the song, but either way, it's cringe, and it's probably a bunch of Google Translate garbage. Moving on. This was drawn May 25th, 2010, and if you're paying attention, that means this was drawn the literal next day after the previous one. So I guess whatever happened to Angela-chan happened to Lemon Square too. Can we get some Fs in the chat for her? Well, to start, I'm glad she got some of her body back from being so smudged into the background, but unfortunately it looks like we still couldn't save her feet. Real tragedy here. Also, her hands are backwards, so she's just all around messed up, it looks like. This was originally titled, quote, Dream Trance, and I don't know what's going on. She's supposed to be dreaming? Then why did she dream that her hands were put on backwards? And why is she floating in the same grayness that she was mourning Angela in? With the world's saddest rainbow. Try and figure this one out, dream analyzers. Also, don't mind the blacked out spot, it's covering up my old DeviantArt username because I'm definitely not ready to put that one into the world yet. May 2010 was apparently a busy month because on the 31st I drew this masterpiece. If you watched part 1, there was also a picture of Lemon and the orange rabbit boy, whose name is Citrus, I know you didn't see that one coming, and this was me redrawing that. I don't know what the point of redrawing the first one was, because this is also bad. So, like, Citrus was that Lemon's ex-boyfriend, and therefore she was his enemy, and he hated her and wanted her back, and you know what you do to an ex you want back? You angrily look at them as you grab their dress while they look like they're about to sleep. I'm also a big fan of the text on this, the part where he says, "You better watch yourself, my dear," but "you better watch" are all capitalized, so my god, she better watch. This is so bad, it's hard to look at, but like, it's also really funny. That burn and dot shading is so funny because you can barely see it on most of the picture, but it's really concentrated on his pants, so it kind of looks like my guy peed his pants. I think that really adds to this. Once again, don't mind the same blacked out spot. 30 seconds was not enough time to make me feel ready to put my old DeviantArt name out there. Finally, a picture of Lemon where she's not being beat up, harassed, or floating in the gray void. And also, we're officially out of May, because this was drawn in June 2010. And once again, the black blob returns because I guess for some reason I was convinced someone would steal all this and recolor it. Girl, why'd you put your name on it? I don't want to take credit for this. I clearly remember listening to the song Firefly Come Back, or whatever it was actually called, while drawing this, and I love that I took it extremely literally, and only drew one firefly on the entire image. I also like how she's trying to reach out to it, but she's only got like 20% commitment to this, so her arm is barely raised. And also she's crying about it, because I guess she knows this firefly personally. The grass is that classic Photoshop grass brush, which I thought I was such a genius for using, and I love that you can tell that the moon in the corner was also a Photoshop brush that I downloaded. Like, there's this badly drawn Sonic character, one firefly that's a wobbly looking blob, but then a hyper-realistic moon on a flat blue background. And you know what? Maybe I'm being too harsh on this. This is the first one I've shown of her actually smiling, and not clearly in distress, so I guess it gets points for that. Now we're moving into July 2010, and this one's actually pretty funny. Let me explain why. So, you probably can't tell, but those weird pink things on her headphones that are absolutely not on her ears are supposed to be butterfly wings. I know they don't look like it, but trust me, they're butterfly wings. This was supposed to be based on the classique Vocaloid song Magnet, which is a forbidden lesbian love song. Make of that what you will. The funniest part about this being based off the song Magnet is that Magnet is a duet. Like, why did I just draw her staring at the camera with her hand up? Is she waving at me? Am I supposed to be singing with her? Why is she in the dark? But then if it's supposed to be dark, why is there a giant lens flare behind her? For style points? Girl, I'm removing style points for that thing. Get it out of here. I mean, like, is it drawn well? No. But it's kind of cute. Again, she's actually smiling, so I gotta give it points for that. But now I'm noticing I had this weird obsession with drawing Lemon Square standing in the dark. If I'm remembering right, her dad had a good job, so my girl could definitely afford to turn on a light. Not sure what's going on with this. Literally, what was my obsession with redrawing this picture? This is the third time we've seen this picture. Girl, give it up already. This one is from August 2010, which if you're keeping up is 2 months after the previous one was drawn. And to give my younger self credit, this is honestly a lot of improvement for 2 months. So let's give younger me a round of applause, but not too much, because seriously, what is this? Let's see, interesting how I drew them on opposite sides for this one. Getting real spicy with the character placements, I see. I also see that Lemon Square still hasn't paid her light bill, because once again the background is black, but we also have that weird lens flare in the background, because I guess I just really wanted to draw attention to Citrus's dome-shaped head. I'm glad I started learning how to shade in this one, so we ditched that burn and dot shading that made my man look like he peed his pants. So hey, there's that. I'm especially obsessed with this because the title of this picture is I Told You I Was Coming Back? But come on, dude. How many times are you going to come back? This is the third time. My god. Anyway, leave a like if I should make him come back for a fourth time. There's a lot happening here and I'm not sure where to start. Actually, I know where to start. This was drawn on September 5th, 2010. Ironically, the day my dog was born. What a way to welcome Sparky into the world. So this was also from an old story I was writing with my OCs and my friends' OCs. Something about, ooh, cool arcane symbols from ancient past magic that gives the characters cool abilities. And I wanted to draw a dark and edgy scene from the story. And what better way to make it dark and edgy? Put the word bitches on it. I felt like I was being such a rebellious child. Like, this was my moment of rebellion. Yeah, it's cringe. So let's address the elephant in the room. Why is there another character with a lower opacity placed on top of Lemon? She was another one of my OCs. Her name was Sky, the quote gothic puppy, and you can tell she's goth because of the bones on her dress, obviously. And the thing here was she was like, quote, possessing Lemon like a ghost, except she wasn't a ghost. That was just like a cool power the symbols gave her. See, it's all coming together. My favorite thing about this piece is I really thought I did something here. Like, I thought I made something dark and badass. Well, it's dark, considering once again the background is fucking black. Let's get this off the screen. Finally! We did it! We turned the lights on in the building. Instead of the background being black, it kinda looks like the lesbian flag colors, actually. That's hilarious. So like everyone who had taste and watched Disney Channel as a kid, specifically Hannah Montana, I heard the song Cupid Has a Heart, thought it was actually by Selena Gomez, and was obsessed with it. So Lemon was a singer, yes, she's a very complex character, keep up. I decided to draw a simple picture of her singing it. Is this good? No. The hearts in the background remind me of that one SpongeBob scene where he's coming through the wall. The font is so difficult to read. I'm not sure what I was thinking, hint, I probably wasn't, when I made Lemon an outfit of hot purple, red, and peach. The earphones aren't even on her ears, just vaguely on her head, kinda. But I don't know. I feel like we need a palate cleanser after all the nonsense we just saw. So think of this as your checkpoint. If you made it past all the curse, now you get kinda cute if you tilt your head and close your eyes so you don't have to see it. Picture it inside your mind, but drawn better. And Lemon forgot to pay the light bill again, I guess, because we're back in the dark. This was also drawn on January 1st, 2011, so, Happy New Year's. Every time I pull one of these up, I feel like I go, there's a lot going on here, or I can explain myself. And you know what? There's both a lot going on here, but I can also explain myself. Sorta, I think. So we see she's, chained to the void background. There's crude flower petals all over the place, and the line art is the super eye-searing lavender color, which I thought I was really doing something with. But something I was also doing was making it impossible to see. Oh, in fact, it's so hard to see that I only just noticed she also has shackles around her feet, but it doesn't look like it's chained to anything. So I guess they're just here to make a fashion statement. Can we also not talk about the fact that the text says, trapped asleep by the sweet scent of the lavender? Like, I just don't want to talk about it. We can pretend it's simply not there. So the idea here was like this magical lavender which had this power to put people in a trance or a dream state or something. I think I got inspired for this by watching that one episode of Tokyo Mew Mew, if literally anyone else knows what I'm talking about. And like, that in itself is a kind of cool idea actually, but then I never did anything else with it ever. Except draw this super weird and hard to see picture. Great! Don't mind the black blob. That character over there is just owned by someone I don't talk to anymore, so I don't feel like blasting them for all of 5 people to see. But I still wanted to show off Lemon here. This was drawn October of 2011, and the theme remains that the background is black for no reason, but at least we got some neon hearts in the background, so like there's kinda light, sorta? I just wanted to show this one because you can see I'm trying to improve here. The line art is a little cleaner, sorta. I'm trying different styles of shading, especially on the hair. I tried giving her a neck, that also didn't work. But you know what? I was trying. Good on me for giving it a go. And also, Lemon's not in danger or emotional distress in this image, so I thought it'd be a good one to end off on. Also, I said I tried giving her a neck, and I know you can't see the other OC because I blacked them out, but for some reason I didn't try giving them a neck. Not sure why she deserved one, but they didn't, but honestly, that's really funny. So I hope you enjoyed another round of this nonsense. I still have not even scratched the surface of my old art. There's so much more. My god, there's so much more. Of Lemon and everyone else I was obsessed with. So I can definitely make more if you want, but let's be real. I make these because I want to. Because I think they're absolutely hilarious and I love roasting my own garbage. Thanks so much for watching. Blah, blah. Like and subscribe. It helps me out. But also, if you don't want to, don't. Because I literally just showed you a ton of mediocre art and now I'm asking for subscribers. See you all in the next one. Bye!